Hi everybody, it's nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I just want to kind of wrap some things up in order to lead into this people's precedent thing, right? Uh, if you've seen the video, French Senator Claude Maluet gave a speech back in March. And at the same time in that same time period that he was giving that speech, I was making this post about, here it comes, definitively knowing. Because at that time we had already had the J20 pardons, right? And in those executive orders we had the initial assault on the Constitution, calling into question and trying to undermine birthright citizenship. That was a direct assault on the Constitution, and there's no other way of describing that. It was actually the clarity of media suppression, beginning from inauguration night, when a reporter from the West Coast reported on Elon's Nazi salute, and it was reported that the reporter was fired. Within 3 days, that reporter had been released from work. Within 3 days of the inauguration. And by the time I was like, all right guys, we're here, the United States had unilaterally shifted all of our positions, unlawfully, unconstitutionally, unilaterally shifted all our positions, alignments, treaties, alliances, unlawfully, unconstitutionally, unilaterally. And that's when I was like, okay guys, we're here. Yep, this is the only outcome to these circumstances that we exist in right now. And from that point forward, I've been trying to point out the most egregiousness and maintain without losing my mind. And now here we are at the summer, where we've had multiple millions turn out for rallies, and we've had unlawful enforcement and instigation, but any violence has been essentially isolated and individualized. Our country is under a false threat of alarm, a false claim of emergency. They're still eating the dogs. And so my position is that our resistance has to grow, right? The Constitution doesn't exist. The assault on birthright citizenship, the suspension of habeas, the ongoing enabling and handing down of unconstitutional rulings and obstructing lawful rulings by the Supreme Court of the United States. We are in this place. This is the only outcome. But we have to get through this. And so immediate resistance, persistent, growing, momentum gaining movement with clear demands behind it, right? We can't just go sit down and think they're going to figure it all out, because relying on that has got us here. And so that's where I come from when I talk about the people's precedent, because our Supreme Court has undermined any verifiable rule of law. We accepted lies under testimony. We accepted lies under testimony. Dobbs was a punch in the eye for human rights and healthcare. And it has been unraveling ever since. And we are the only ones that can stop it. Merrick Garland's slow-walked Jack Smith between the elections so that they could say, oh, we're too close to the political season, it would be deemed a political stunt, which is bogus, right? So we're here. And this is something that I'm offering to help us resist, arrest the actions that have not been arrested, and survive this period of our nation and bring healing and reconciliation. It's not going to be Nuremberg. It is, but that's not going to be the name of it. Reconciliation is my suggestion, because it is the very fabric of our nation, and it is my responsibility to cry it to the heavens for any person that can hear it, and hopefully echo it, as I'm echoing, as it's been said before me. This is coming. I'm trying to offer something as we go through, in order to know that this is actually the light at the end of the tunnel, based on the level of our engagement and refusal to accept the conditions that came about, to the knowledge of our soldiers that I was just following orders, I was just doing what I was told, is unlawful and illegal. Paging Doctor, we notice. Dr. Kate, we notice. I don't know, I'm yeah. If you know, you know. And we notice. But anyway, I wanted to touch base a little bit, maybe offer a little bit of context, hopefully not create more confusion, but I'm going to be engaging more in something around what I'm referring to as the people's precedent. The Supreme Court has ripped away our legal precedents, settled law, peace of mind. It's time for us to do something about it. The people's precedent. We set this precedent. Unwavering and unequivocal. Human rights for all. Equitable governance. Valid representation. It's not much. It's not much. And they're worthy demands. Our Constitution was written with promises, and Christmas has come and gone 250 times. I'm not fucking waiting for Christmas anymore. And I'm not being complacent while these approach. My duty, my responsibility, my obligation, my commitment, my brothers and sisters. I love you. I hope you're safe. Protect each other. I'll see you next time.